Hello everyone, welcome to an episode of TooHealthTalk. A show I get to share real health challenges and get to break it down in a very simple and honest conversation. On today's episode, we have another special guest, the person of Madam Zainab. Madam Zainab is a medical esthetician, and I'm so excited to have you here today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Like, a lot of people want to look beautiful now, so I think our audience will be more interested in listening to you today.
Okay, it depends on what they want to know. First of all, I'm a licensed medical esthetician. I run a private clinic here in Nigeria called Derma-RX, Aesthetics and Dermatology. We have presence in over 11 countries so far across the globe. I also run, in the public health sector now, I run a campaign against the use of skin-lightening products, mainly, generally, indiscriminate skin bleaching, which is called Acne campaign, which we try to create awareness around the hazards of using skin bleaching products or skin lightening products, as it were, and also educating, the public on what to use, safer alternatives, at the same time empowering grassroots community women. So that's basically what I do, aside, of course, debunking issues on skincare.
So, what inspired you in educating people on skincare issues and debunking minds?
I feel there is very little access to resources in terms of skincare, even in the field of dermatology. And a lot of times people take advice from random people online that are not qualified or not trained on this aspect. So it was absolutely necessary for me to educate people. I just like people to learn the correct information, basically. So it was that drive that pushed me to that. And then again, a lot of people go into indiscriminate skin bleaching accidentally just because they don't know what exactly to use. So educating online helps people to understand safer alternatives and also understand, how these hazardous ingredients can harm their skin or generally their health.
So, what's like the biggest mistakes people get to make for their skin or in their skin or that gets to affect their skin?
That is very ambiguous. But if I'm talking about Africa or narrowing it down to Nigeria, for example, I
Nigeria.
think the biggest mistake is going to the pharmacy to get skincare products. Simply because for a pharmacist, I think the first line of action is usually to give them triple action cream, for example, for their acne or for dermatitis. And because there is very little awareness around these products, people tend to get excited when they use it and it works. They just keep using it over and over and over again. And these products contain potent steroids that in the long run would affect their health generally.
So, is it true that diets get to affect our skin?
I'm not a nutritionist, but I like to say that a good diet generally enhances your health, and your internal health is a direct reflection of your skin health as well, because the skin is the largest organ. So whatever happens internally can directly affect it.
So, many people, or why I say many women, I don't know if they'll come from it, believes that even our men say believes that light skin is beauty. Is that true? And I think that's one of the reasons that gets the result to bleaching.
I think beauty is a mindset. So it's sad to see that, especially in the African descent, we have that perception that the lighter your skin, the healthier you are, or the better life you're living. That is just a misconception that I've spent the most part of my years in practice actually educating people around that topic. Lighter is never better. Well, in some cases, people feel lighter is better, but in terms of our skin health, as Black people, our skin was designed to suit our weather because we have very aggressive I say summer all through.
Oh,
So the melanin on our skin is a huge part of the protective shield we have against sun damage, against skin cancer, against a lot of other skin conditions.
so when we talk about hyperpigmentation and acne, what's really the cause?
There are different causes.
Because I've had people say, oh, when you eat some kind of food, you have to, when you eat granules, you get acne.
Yeah, those are triggers. So you have food that triggers acne, like dairy products, sometimes seafood, nuts as well. So if you're acne prone already, these kind of foods can actually trigger the acne, because basically acne is excess sebum production that clogs in your pores along with dead skin and dirt to give rise to the acne that we have.
So you've been in practice for over 10 years. So how can you identify like crisis in our skin? Like for example, now if someone is having crisis in their skin, now how are we able to identify like okay, this is the cause. It's caused by food. It's caused by this. It's caused by stress. How are we able to identify these issues?
Through consultation first. So you identify, just like in the hospital when
So if
you
I want to
go,
consult you in your clinic, now how much is it?
is that on record?
Yeah,
Everything in our clinic is
it's
online.
free.
Our
Okay.
prices are online and
Okay?
available for everyone to go online and check.
Is it price friendly?
We're very affordable. But again, you know what they say, affordability is relative. But I would say we have a very good price that can cater for the larger market.
Or so they'll plan on coming. See, there will be discount for me.
We'll see.
So you were talking about sorry for cutting you short. For is it skin stress or what?
I don't know what I was talking about.
So okay, let's just maybe wrap it up again. How does like okay, I know sleep or stress get to like affect your skin also. So how do you advise people to manage stress and having a brighter skin?
For me, brighter skin is not the goal, to be fair. But yeah, stress can trigger a lot of skin conditions, like acne, even sometimes you're having a lot of breakouts. And then because cellular regeneration generally happens during the resting phase of your body, so lack of sleep can directly affect like collagen production on your skin, and it can impact your health generally, which in turn will also impact your skin. So I would say as much as possible, even though in this time and age it's very hard for us to say, oh, minimize stress, but try to breathe, like pace yourself, take a breather, and try and have like distressing mechanisms where you're able to just relax and not worry about the things that bother you. That helps a lot.
So I don't know if I'm wrong or you can prove me wrong. In your industry, women are your top client, right?
Women are the majority, yes,
Majority.
even though it's shifting now, because now we have men that actually think taking care of their skin is not feminine, which is
Or
good. So
so how can men take care of their skin, like take better care of their skin? Or,
the same way women take care of their skin, like male skin is not any different from female skin. In fact, even though we have like a lot of men that are blessed with good skin that would use shampoo head to toe and still look good in terms of their skincare, and general skin health is the same both for men and women. So it'll be good to see more men, taking their skin seriously and not thinking it's feminine luxury just to pamper
for
themselves.
me, I think it's feminine. Like,
But skincare is not generally pampering, it's also actually treatment sometimes. So it's not all about aesthetics, it's actually treatment at most times as
so now
well.
you're calling on all men to like
Absolutely, not just men, but calling on everyone
everyone.
to take their skin seriously.
So like what do you say about like what's your take about so many influencers now promoting maybe most of the product that are not like certified? giving out products or talking about products that affects the skin? Like, what's your like take on it?
When I'm asked this question, I always respond with another question. When, say, you have diabetes or kidney problems, would you take an advice from an online influencer?
Normal.
Exactly. So why treat your skin any different considering it's the largest organ?
Wow. This serious.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now, how can people boost their confidence?
First, boosting confidence is about the mindset. When you're confident in yourself, nothing anyone says can alter that. So, first of all, you have to be confident in who you are, be confident in your unique identity. That is a direct reflection of how you perceive yourself. Now, you might have different skin conditions that will generally make you feel undeserving or make you feel insecure. What I advise is identify those concerns, see an expert, not a market expert, not the so called online expert, but an actual expert that can help tackle that
Is
condition
it why
to
you
give
created
you.
the brand, your brand?
Yeah, boosting people's confidence. That is one thing that gives me satisfaction with my work. When you treat a client and they feel happy and satisfied with the results. Yes.
So, what's the most interesting part now about your job?
Like I said, boosting people's confidence, just seeing that I'm able to bring back that smile on people's faces after, because it's a lot sometimes. People don't realize that skin issues can be depressing. So restoring that confidence in people is the highlight of my day all the time when that happens at the
Okay,
office.
lastly, before we go, like I've seen something on Instagram where people talk about perfect skin. Is there anything like a perfect skin?
There is no such thing as a perfect skin. A perfect skin is your definition of perfect skin. So different people have different definitions of perfect skin. It depends on what your goals are. All I ask and I advise is for people to be realistic. There's this new trend of having glass skin that everyone is raving about. We have different skin makeup. The Koreans have their own genetic makeup, Africans have their own, Asians have their own, different people have different genetic makeup, and that translates to, the skin makeup. So trying to achieve an unrealistic goal can lead you into more serious hazards than actually achieving that skin goal. So let's be realistic with the expectations on our skin as well.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on this show. But
Thank
before we
you.
go, a lot of Nigerians get to suffer acne. Is there like a general overview? Because like bringing a skincare expert to the show is going to like open a lot of people might say, okay, people have acne. How can they fix this problem? So is there like a general overview on, okay, this is how to fix your acne? This I know there are different types of acne, right? So like, is there a general view of, okay, this is the way to fix your acne or something?
Generally, I would say one, avoid the triggers. Secondly, use ingredients that can help control the excess oil. Ingredients like salicylic acid, ingredients like lactic acid. So, when buying skincare products, look out for these ingredients. Salicylic, glycolic acid, they help suppress the acne and also generally help maintain the oil on the skin. And another very common product that you can use over the counter is adapalene. It's very effective in terms of controlling acne. Before at least you're able to see an expert that will give advice on what to do.
Oh, okay. Thank you once
Thank
again.
you so
I'm
much.
so excited having you today, and I've learned so much. And I'm going to, as a man, I'm going to take good care of my skin. That's like one thing I'm taking out from this.
Okay, looking forward to seeing the progression on that.
Thank you. So thank you very much for watching up to this moment, and thanks to our special guest for coming. I will hope to do more health education with you as time goes on.
Happy
If
to
you've
be
watched up
part
this
of
moment,
it.
please and please subscribe to this channel and see you in our next episode. Bye.